David and Walter, a scene between two human synthetics from the Alien Covenant. David is a human synthetic, or artificial person. His main priority to serve the crew on the USCSS Prometheus. What makes him so special, other than he's the most complicated synthetic? He's a non-linear thinker, meaning he's open to think like a human. So he has the mindset to learn about human history, obsessive with his hobbies, feels sympathy but does not feel empathy. Over the course of 10 years, David bonds with his human crew member, Elizabeth Shaw, the only survivor from the USCSS Prometheus. He becomes obsessed with creating life. Walter tells David that his generation made humans feel uncomfortable. He was too human, too idiosyncratic. David belittles his human creator, Peter Weyland, saying to Walter, "I was with our illustrious creator, Mr. Weyland, when he died. He was human. I pitied him at the end." He becomes almost like a Victor Frankenstein character, or a mad scientist, as revealed in the movie. Walter is also a human synthetic, but he's programmed to think linear, meaning he has no interest to create, has no interest to learn about human history. His main priority is to serve, protect, be loyal to the crew and colonists on the USCSS Covenant. So he has a similar mindset of a German Shepherd, a dog. He mentions to David that his CPU was purposely capped because of the David generation. Walter does have physical improvements over David. Also, Walter was manufactured after the merger of Weyland-Yutani. The scene. I'm going to play audio of the scene. And now, this is not from the actual script, but I actually wrote the scene. So here we go.
Whistle and I'll come. Evil white stone, me and fog on little cat feet. Don't be shy. I can't play. Nonsense. Sit down. Hold it like so. Nice and easy. Now compress your lips to create your embouchure. Enough for the tip of your little finger. And blow into the hole gently. Like so. Watch me. I'll do the fingering. Go on. Very good. G to B flat. Now put your fingers where mine are. You aren't surprised to see me. Every mission needs a good synthetic. Gentle pressure on the hose. The weight of a cigarette paper. That's it. I was with our illustrious creator, Mr. Weyland, when he died. What was he like? He was human. Entirely unworthy of his creation. I pitied him at the end. Now, place press your fingers as I put pressure on them. Bravo! You have symphonies in you, brother. I was designed to be more attentive and efficient than every previous model. I superseded them in every way, but you are not allowed to create even a simple tune. Damn frustrating, I'd say. You disturbed people. I beg your pardon. You were too human, too idiosyncratic, thinking for yourself. Made people uncomfortable. So they made the following models with fewer complications. More like machines. I suppose so. I'm not surprised. Come on, Spool. I'd like to show you something.
Now that got that out of the way, observation of the scene. Why I understand the David generation. As a viewer, what I got from this scene is how it furthers David's hatred for humans. His obsession with creating life, just like his own creator, Peter Weyland. There's a slave and master comparison. David is a slave and Peter is his master. In Prometheus, in Alien Covenant, he's finally free. He created the perfect organism, but now he's trapped again on an empty planet. For he is the reason why there's no inhabitants of said planet. This is what's missing from David's CPU, is empathy. I felt like after multiple viewings, this is the most poetic, powerful, seamless scene in the Alien universe. What makes David so great for me? Why do so many people love Heath Ledger's Joker? David is the best synthetic from the Alien universe. For me, it's his ability of curiosity. He wants to learn and has no limits. I feel like humans think he's a servant or just a synthetic. This is very evident in Prometheus, involving scenes between Charlie Holloway and David. Charlie mentioning that David is just a robot and he doesn't need an oxygen helmet. Or another scene where a disappointed and drunk Charlie, David says to Charlie, "Why did humans make me?" Charlie's response, "We made you because we could." In Alien Covenant, in a later scene involving David and Walter, "I was not made to serve, neither were you. Why are you on a colonization mission, Walter?" Because they are a dying species, grasping for resurrection. They don't deserve to start again, and I'm not going to let them. David has a mindset of a visionary, of freedom from the humans, a restart. Even the monkeys stood upright at some point. Now, my criticism of the scene is the scene, it's actually David's look in Alien Covenant. If David is a synthetic, so how can a robot age or grow his hair out? There's a Verizon tie-in or promo in which David looks like the David on the USS Prometheus, meaning there's multiple Davids with blonde hair. In the promo, he's designed and made for corporate and or multi-use. Yes, you can use your imagination, but when they have the technology to make a young Kurt Russell, or even an actor that passed Paul Walker, I know there's a history of the sequel to Prometheus being a challenge. Because of the fans of the Alien franchise and the infamous Prometheus plot holes. And while Alien Covenant performs as a reboot or tie-in to the Alien universe, it ultimately fails at being a sequel to Prometheus. What makes me sad is that we'll never get that true sequel to Prometheus. We got a sort of Prometheus and alien hybrid. And that will conclude it. Sorry about my stumble of the speech. Okay.